Okay, so I'm back in Edmentum and I'm going to just go right into my training account in courseware. One of the questions that I've had a lot is people have been looking at the reports within managed courses and none of them are quite the report that we want because everybody wants the course details report from Apex. So I found a report that gives that same level of detail. We're going to go over to menu, and to get to that report, we're actually going to go to this place where it says classic reports. And we're going to click on classic reports and we have this learner progress report. There's also some other interesting reports that I'll definitely be playing around with as we get more students in there. But you can create a report by learner or create a report by class. So if you wanted multiple progress reports, but I'm going to go ahead and click and create this report. And I want it for my Cat Kenyon. So I went ahead and selected. So you'll have to select the student. And then you have to look at what courses you want. So I'm going to go ahead and get government, which is Plato course. And now I also wanted to do geometry because I was looking at the geometry course. Now the geometry course, there we go. So now selected, I have selected geometry. Oh, it doesn't let me do it that way. Okay. So obviously, if you want to do multiple reports, you can't search for them. You'll have to click through them because now I only have that selected and I previously had government selected. When I search again, it doesn't add that to my selected class. Oh, this time it did. Okay. So now I have both those classes. So I'm going to hit next. And it asked me how I want it. PDF is going to be best because I'm just viewing this. If I was doing some kind of calculation, I would get the Excel sheet, but I'm just looking at it. So I can see this PDF of every single tutorial in the class and what the student has done. Now, one thing I did notice is if they haven't started a unit, it collapses it. So Unit 2 does have a bunch of tutorials under it, but this student hasn't started it yet, so they've collapsed it. I'm sorry, let me make that a little bigger. People my age can't read writing that small. So I can see that they haven't even started Unit 2, right? Now if I go to Geometry, I can see that they've done Unit 1 and they haven't started Unit 2 there either, right? So it will expand those units as they finish them. So what I actually want to do is I believe that we actually have, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back again and I'm going to change the report path. And now I want to do, because I'm pretty sure that we had an English student that was almost, that we had put in all the grades for, right? So language arts, semester 1. I'm going to go ahead and go to that. So this is the other way you can do it. You can pull it by class, and then that's going to give you every student assigned to that class, right? So I'm going to hit next step, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do both of these because I'm not sure which step has the student in it who's done all the work. But then we go ahead here, and I see for Demoson, they've done all of Unit 1, but none of Unit 2. Now if I scroll down, now see this student has done parts of Unit 2. So now Unit 2 is expanded, right? Unit 3 is still not expanded. So because they've done parts of it are open, okay? So this is probably going to be equivalent to the report that right now we print out and attach when we complete classes. So tentatively, I'm going to say this is probably the report that we're going to print out when we complete classes. And I do love the amount of information because this really tells us a teacher, you know, well, on this day, this person only spent 38 seconds on this tutorial. So I wonder why they didn't master that unit, right? So this is a lot of good detail that you can talk about with a student and a parent. And I think this will be a really valuable report. So take a look at it and have a great week.